Okay, today is a very special day for me because today I get to take a look at something that I've been wanting for a very long time. This is the VEVOR massage chair. And this is a pretty big box. This thing even came on a pallet. So the total width of the box, just to make sure you can get it in your door, is about 29.5 inches, which is perfect because most doors are around 31, 32 inches wide. And the total length, we're looking at about 44 inches. Heavy duty nylon. I was trying to cut it. I was thinking maybe that was, I was going to have to get the tin snips, but no, it's just super heavy duty nylon. So if there was ever a chair that looked like it belonged on the movie set of Star Trek, this would be it. This thing is crazy. So some things I want to check just for sizing purposes. The total seat width, we are looking at a little over 20 inches, so about 20 1/4. And a depth, oh, that's cool. So there's some little, I don't know, I can't really tell what that is. Looks like some rocker arms underneath it. But we're looking at a seat depth of about 18 to 19 inches. Everything's super well packed in here. Okay, this is our display. We got a mount and we got a power cable. We got our tag right here on the mount, so it says that it's good for 110 to 120 volts. It's at 50 hertz. Rated power 100 watts, so that actually doesn't use as much as I was expecting. And a rated working time of 20 minutes, so you're gonna get about a 20-minute massage out of this guy. Now, I do actually like that they put this mount separate, just because that way we don't have to worry about anything happening to it in shipping. But it looks like it is threaded on the bottom. Pull this cap off, spin this guy on. Okay, cool. And this does actually have some tilt to it. But with the instructions, we had some elbows for tubing, and we had a bolt, we had some washers. Now, the interesting thing is we don't actually need to use any of this. This is all extra stuff. So if, for example, one day, like many years into the future, because these things don't really wear out very often, if one of these things breaks, you'll actually have an extra. It's not really a big problem because these things are pretty easy to replace, but it's nice knowing that this chair actually came with replacements in the event you ever need them. So here is a look at our interface. Looks like we can unplug it. So that is just a 4-pin plug right there. So we got power, we got pause, air pressure. So there is actually a bunch of airbags in here that will just simply apply squeezing pressure, which if you've never tried that before, it is awesome. That is one of my favorite styles. For me anyway, it really makes everything feel a lot better. Over here we got the back. So this is gonna be what makes it a 0G. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna take the whole chair and it's gonna slightly tilt it. Got a whole bunch of different modes and got what looks like some presets. So it does say we have some casters on the back, so you're supposed to be able to kind of pull it to the back and then roll it around wherever you need it. But right now it is sitting on foam, so I need to lift that and then pull that foam out. Surprisingly not as heavy as I was expecting it to be. Lift one side of it with one hand. Okay, so yeah, it does have some casters there on the back. On the back of the chair we got our power port. And that is fused as well, so we don't have to worry about pulling too much power. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, let's turn this guy on. Oh, so I probably need to be sitting in this. Oh, we'll see if we can do it like this. Oh, that's neat. I wasn't even paying attention, but it actually kind of rotated up on its own. Check that out. So that is not just a vibration. It's not just a simple roller. The airbags are expanding and closing. Then we got that full-on Shiatsu massager right there. Now it does look like if we lift this guy up, and we can send those things up quite a way. So if we're a tall boy, we can still use this to make that work. We can see right here, these bags right here are inflating, so that's going to apply pressure to our shoulders. Oh, that's interesting. So that actually feels like a handful of fingers. They're just kind of working like this. That's nice. So it's just one set, but it looks like it can go all the way up or down your back. We also got airbags here and here, so that can squeeze you all over the place. And we got some more airbags here. So let's go ahead and shut this off. Okay, cool. So it just automatically shuts everything down and rotates it forward. Ooh, that's nice. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to try to continue making the video, but this feels so good. So this thing is definitely not designed for super large people like myself. Like my legs have kind of a hard time fitting in, but they did fit. Right now it is squeezing on my legs, and it feels really good. But the thing that really feels good is those kneading massagers on my back. And there's also some rollers on my feet, just underneath my feet. So make sure I'm still recording myself. It's hard to pay attention because this feels amazing. But yeah, the rollers on my feet are kind of massaging my feet. I've got the airbag squeezing my my shins and also my sides. I don't know if I like the sides as much as my shins. I mean, the shins I love, but the sides is just kind of feels a little constricting. Maybe if you're if you like that, you know, if you like being cocooned, then maybe that would be more for you. Fortunately, we can turn all that off. But right now it is kneading my my back, like right below my shoulders. And I got the airbags going off. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. So the kneading thing, it's kind of working its way up and down. So it's like it started massaging just underneath my shoulder blades. And then, you know, I figured it was just going to stay there, but it actually kind of slowly works up and then massages up, slowly works down, and massages down. I hope I'm recording this right. Wow, yeah, that feels great. So now it's going down to my lower back. Oh, that feels great. Oh, and it's massaging my undercarriage. You can imagine, but it actually feels really good because that's one of the, no, I think that is the largest muscle in your body. So you're, yeah, whatever. The gluteus maximus. And it's going to town. And it's got kind of like a tapping sensation that it's doing. Very nice. And now it's kneading its way up. And it is getting right to my lower back, which has been killing me. So it's right underneath the spot where I want it. Well, let me just go ahead and let this thing do its thing, and we'll see what it does. Because, so when it was, when it said before it was detecting shoulder, oh, there we go. Oh, that feels amazing. I keep on thinking I'm pointing the phone straight down. That's so cool. It feels exactly like fingers just like pressing in, like fingertips, a whole bunch of fingertips. I don't even know how they did it. That's crazy. Like, it doesn't feel like any kind of massage chair I've ever felt. This feels like a human going to town. That's great. So the coolest thing about it is it doesn't just stay in one spot, and it doesn't just roll the whole back. It gets one area, and then it focuses on that. Then it goes to another area, and it focuses on that. But it kind of moves around as it's doing that area, too. So it's not just like forcing one area all the time. It's moving around that area. So it went underneath, then it went up, then it just went underneath, and now it's just kind of going forward and backward. All right, now it is pressing on my feet again with airbags. So it's not just the shins. It actually has airbags on the heel of the foot itself, which is very important because the heel, it carries all your weight. So if you're in a job where you have to stand all day and you especially get swelling in your feet and your shins or your ankles, now it is squeezing my shins again. So I want to go back to when it said that it was detecting my shoulders. What it meant was it was detecting how high to go, which is interesting. So I am a tall boy. You can see my head is resting right on the top. It's actually got a pillow right here for me. So yeah, it's got a pillow for shorties and it's got a pillow for tallies. Oh, 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 wow. So it just started going into my shoulders, but it like went right up the center, like right on the side of the spine. Oh, that's a killer. Oh, I'm still filming, right? Can you hold the phone? I don't want to hold it anymore. Okay. So I am a wide boy, and although there is a spot on either side where I could put my arms and I could get kind of a same kind of pressure squeeze on both of my arms, I don't know that I'm actually going to be able to fit my arms into here. Maybe. But it's going to take a little work. Another thing I always worry about being a 400-pound man is, especially laying down directly on top of the massage head, is it actually going to have the strength to do anything? But this one does. Like, this thing, it takes care of business. So if this can massage me, this is going to be able to massage anybody. And I know because I've got those massagers that like sit on the back of your chair. I broke it. Yeah, this is a whole nother thing. This is like, oh, wow. Okay, now it's going just under my shoulder. So like my rib area. It's working its way up. Oh, golly. It doesn't even make sense how good this thing is. And I'm just on the demo mode. That's fine. That's great because I don't even have to think about it. I can just get home after a hard day and hit start, and it'll just do its thing. It has this great thing that it does where it applies pressure, but it goes super, super, super slow. It's, you know, it's just not a fast, jerky move. It's not even consistent. It's inconsistent, which was what makes it really nice. So it does like those little taps, and you know, it stopped doing that, and now it just started doing that again. But it was just doing these kind of roller movements, where it was just like kind of applying pressure and moving. And I think oh, now it's starting to squeeze my feet again. It's hard for me to tell when things stop and things start until they start again, just because that's what my brain focuses on. Whatever they did, they implemented it extremely well. All right, so right here, if I wanted to get this to focus just on that lower back, there we go. So that way, if it's doing something and we want it to move just a little bit, we can kind of fine tune that. And we got a timer right there, so that way we don't just fall asleep in here, I guess, which is probably a good thing. So between 10 and 30, we got heat. I'm gonna leave the heat off. It is plenty hot in this garage. Yeah, I'm happy with this. This is way better than I was expecting. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.